Hey Apocalyptas, it's Mal, and I'm coming to you here today from my backyard because still way too many cars on the road. I mean, a lot of them are work trucks, but they all slow down to stare at me, and it gets kind of loud, you know, because their engine's like, roar. I know it's a technical term. They're not Jake braking or anything, but you know, they're just taking off foot off the gas and slowing it down. So yeah. I'm in the backyard, and you know, yesterday's outfit, while totally fabulous, was a little bit impractical for apocalypses. So what I've done today, my hands are dirty, I just hooked up the trickle charger on my car's battery because apparently during an apocalypse, your battery goes dead if you don't use your car for a couple of weeks. So that happened, what probably means is we need a new battery. I think my battery's trunk mount. I had like no idea. Like, I used to be so into cars. I owned 24 cars by the time I was 20 years old, and I was like always tinkering and working. And cars got really frustrating for me though, because whenever you'd work on them, the first thing they do is start breaking again, and I was just like, screw this, I'm done, I'm finished. So anyway, where was I with all of this? I was talking about my car battery. Yeah, so I got a little bit I think I might have a little bit of dirt, and I got it on my legs, but that's okay because this is an apocalypse outfit, and actually, if I get it kind of dirty, I'm sure it'll look way sexier. I was going to admit it, like, after yesterday, I got some people that really came at me for looking sexy, and I'm like, yeah, I did look really sexy yesterday, but is that wrong? Am I not allowed to look sexy? You know? So, I don't know. I'm kind of done with people that are judging me for the way that I present myself. I don't feel that I do. I mean, yes, I am weird, and I'm unconventional. But, you know, I'm making myself happy, and I'm sharing it with people, and lots of people tell me it makes them happy to see the costumes and whatnot. And just the fact that I'm like still like going out and like doing things and taking care of myself, which is important for me as well, to take care of myself. And this is like really important for my state of mind to do this sort of thing, to you know, present the way I want to present. And maybe someday it won't be as important, but right now it is, so I'm doing it right now. I don't think there's anything wrong with it. But, so yeah, so if I want to look sexy, I'm going to look sexy. And if you sexualize me and think of me as a sex object, I'm not saying that you're doing that, but if someone were to do that, that's on them. You know, it's, you know, my body is the way my body is. Just like any woman or any man, their body is their own. It's their body primarily. It's how you move around and get coffee and important things like that. And it might happen to look sexy when you're walking around, but it's, you know, like, I don't have a very sexy walk. Especially when I'm wearing latex, because your thighs stick together and you kind of gotta walk like spreading your thighs apart. And then when I was wearing yesterday, I kept like, my arms kept going out because the rubber kind of just pulls it out. So like, I did not look sexy at all. I kind of looked like I was like ready to head to the, you know, be a linebacker, you know. Go knock down some defensive linemen or something. I mean, those heels, I could do it too, right? So anyway, wow, this is just like a sea of tangents. I haven't even got to my outfit yet. So, as awesome as that looked yesterday, that latex is really hard to get into. That is the hardest thing I own to get into. And I think yesterday, and also yesterday after taking those pictures, an author contacted me and said she wanted to use pictures of me on her cover. So I like half undressed at that point. I was just wearing the catsuit. So I got all put back together again. And I knew it's okay. I don't mind that I had to do that for her. But I took some awesome shots with, like, you know, like some guns and stuff like that, because it's going to go on a post-apocalyptic cover. So like, yes, I have to admit, like, I've always wanted to be a model. And just the fact that I'm actually getting to do that, like, I'm going to be on someone else's book cover. That's really awesome for me. And some of the people that, I got some hate yesterday from a couple of people because of what I wore, and they felt like I was sort of turning myself into a caricature and making it so people wouldn't take me seriously. And I get that. You know, it's unusual to see someone who dresses like me. It's a little bit strange, but at the same time, like, you know, this is me, and all my life I've been told I can't be what I'm going to be. And, you know, why would I hide what I am now after going through all this work and still be unauthentic? So I'm just going to continue to be authentic and to be who I am. And sometimes I look sexy, sometimes I kind of look a little bit goofy. You know, sometimes I'm having fun. Sometimes I like to prance and spin in circles and do ridiculous things because it's enjoyable. And life is really about finding joy where you can. And part of that joy is being comfortable in an apocalypse. You have to remember that. So if you want something that's a little more practical than what I wore yesterday, latex might actually be really good in the way that, like, it'll stun your enemies when they come at you. They're like, holy crap, what am I looking at? With those boots, the corset, and the gas mask, it's basically impossible to see where you're going. And, like, the smallest rock will do you in. And you know, the latex takes forever to get into, so you're getting up in the morning, zombie hordes are coming. You don't have like 20 minutes to get dressed. You know, you got to go a lot faster. So this is just a regular spandex catsuit, and this is like only $20 on Amazon. And I think I have 2 or 3 of these because I love them so much. They're actually like kind of a little bit lined, which is nice. Part of that's because they're super soft, and also that means like when you bend and whatnot, you don't like, you know, they don't lighten up or anything, which is good when you got a little bit of a larger derriere. You don't want to show things when you bend over. If you do want to show things when you bend over, then you want to get a different catsuit. I got a little bit of brass and bronze kind of bling on because the corset has, you know, all the fixing on the corset are brass. This corset zips up, which can be, here's the zipper, if you can quite see it, which can be handy for quick action. For me, and that way you can leave it mostly unlaced or partially unlaced, zip it up, and then quickly tighten it, and you're good to go. It takes me like, I don't know. Actually, it takes longer to get these stupid little clips hooked on. After I put the corset on, because they have to go on afterward. Because if they go across the zipper, like, why couldn't they have, I don't know. I guess it would have been hard to do that. To get it so they weren't across the zipper somewhere. Anyway, the corset is from Corset Story, and I'll post a link if I can find it. The catsuit, I'll post a link for that too. The wig, you've seen this wig before. I'll include the link just so it's there. And then I've also got my trusty goggles, because you never know when you might need, you know, to be in the middle of a sandstorm. But I've also got some sunglasses because it was kind of bright out this morning, and I just wanted to, you know, look a little chic on the street. So I had a guy honk at me today. That was, I don't know, it's like, this is the one thing that's frustrating for me, and I'm guessing it's frustrating for a lot of women in different ways, just like slightly different ways. So I'm like not particularly interested in men. I think men are fantastic and they're fine, and I don't have a lot of general animosity towards men, but at the same time, like, I can't do anything with their attraction to me. I think some women, like, they're like, hey, look, a guy likes me, and that's validating. And for me, it's like a little bit validating, but it's also like a little bit like, I wish, you know, I'm far more interested in women. I've talked with some other lesbian women, and they share a lot of sentiments, cis or trans. So I know it's not just like me being weird. So anyway, it's more like thank you for appreciating me and thinking I'm attractive, but I'm trying to record a goddamn video here, so stop honking. You know, it's kind of more what my reaction is to that sort of thing. And why are you on the street? And the thing has been kind of weird. I almost want to be one of those people who just sits out there and watches everybody. I think that most of the people I'm seeing on the street, other than people working, like anybody who's just like in their regular vehicle, they're all older. They're all like easily in their 50s. Most of them are in their 60s or 70s. It's kind of bizarre that they're the ones I'm seeing the most. They're also the ones that slow down the most too. Maybe it's just a generational cultural thing as well. The other thing I've got going on in my outfit here today is I am wearing these boots from Shoe Dazzle. Oh my goodness, can I bring these up for you to see them? Look at that. They've also got like a 4-inch heel. That was so flattering, wasn't it? Maybe I could do a better job by bringing a boot up this way. Well, maybe a little bit. Anyway, they're kind of gritty. They've got a 4-inch heel and a 1-inch platform. You'll see them in some of the pictures. No, I got them from Just Fab, not Shoe Dazzle. And they're really comfortable. Like, these things maybe they have 5-inch heels, to be honest. They got serious heels. I could run a freaking marathon of these things. These things are so comfortable, and they got like big. You saw the grit. You saw the grippy feet on them. So they grip for days. And like, yeah, totally. Like these serve two purposes. They got like a really solid bottom on them, so you could stab in a zombie's eye, you know, or something like that. Go right into the brain if you need to. And also because, like, you know, a lot of women aren't quite as tall as I am. You know, when you're around all those big strapping men in the apocalypse, and you want to make sure that you present a very strong and unassailable figure, being an extra 5 inches taller, and being able to run would be really useful. So, you know, keep that in mind when it comes to your zombie apocalypse here. Look for boots with a good solid heel, but they give you a couple of inches, so you're a little more intimidating. I have some other ones I would have worn, but they were all silver, all the stuff on them. And you know, I have the brass bronzy look going on here. You can't mix like a bright silver with a brass bronze. Even in the Apocalypse girls, this is important. You'll note my glasses match as well. Like this is important. I need you to understand this. Unless you have a single piece that mixes the two metals, it's very difficult to mix the metals and have it look like it's like, you know, not a little bit slipshod, because you have to mix them in the same place. You can't have silver on your boots, gold here, and bronze here. That just looks sloppy. You'd have to have something that like mixes all those colors into one piece, and then other accent colors, take colors from that one piece. This is important, you know. And the zombies will appreciate your attention to detail. I really think they will. So yeah. The sun is coming around. It's going to be my eye. Oh, it's maybe not my eyes quite yet. It's got a little ways to go, but it might like cast weird shadows in my face and make me look old. And we can't have that. So at this point, I have to wrap up the video. Thank you guys all for tuning in. I love you. I really, really do love the interaction we get to have. And you know, I'm like a serious extrovert, and I'm dying here, people. I'm dying. So it really means a lot to me that you guys tune in and kind of have a little bit of fun with me and stuff like that. I love it a lot. Thank you. Bye-bye.